Alright, so boom, story starts out in the 6th grade. I meet this new girl in my class. We become friends. Skip to the summer, right? I got summer school for a class or whatever in shoddy and a guy I know, but ain't really close to. Also have summer school for the same subject, so boom, all three of us still seeing each other for a few weeks in a summer, right? If you like, WTF this gotta do with a catfish. It's okay, bear with me, Supah. So this guy developed a crush on my friend before the summer, so he was steady trying to get with her, but YK it was middle school, so ain't even really nothing to it, just you pretty, I want you to be my GFBC. When I tell you this man could not even spell either of ours names. Let's say her name was Heaven, he'd be like, good morning Haven, or let's say mine is Naya, he'd be like, good morning Naya, no matter how many times you correct M. Shit was cray, Supah. Insane. Absurd. Preposterous. He ain't listen when she said she ain't want him, or when she had me let him know. So we like maybe if he had a GF he would leave you alone. So boom, this around kick time. We go get us some Pinterest photos. Go search some shit like pretty curly head girl with dimples, choose whoever we like that we can find like at least 2 photos of, or can find photos of someone who looks similar, and we get to
catfishing.
It's a little crazier than that though. Dude had a friend that I had thought was cute, but he was my friend and I was scared to get rejected cause him like nah, he just see me as a friend, so we like to make my friend CF seem real, Emma be her sister. So I'm catfishing his friend, so now they think they talking to 2 sisters. And in the end he did finally leave shoddy alone, and I was talking to my crush without him knowing it was me. Win, and delusional win. But I deadass don't remember how we played off getting their kick, since it's KIK. I am assuming we really just popped up out of nowhere. Which it's crazy they ain't suspect nothing.
Damn. I mean, it was.
Remember these
they are middle school, right?
Women who looked grown. Like you could tell we watched too much TV if we thought high schoolers was gon' be looking that grown. Because I believe we told them we were in high school, and now that I think about it, under the jail, cause it what age we chose. High school has a bit of range, LMAO either way, let me remind you. Talking to 11-year olds. Anywho, yeah, I grew up a bit delulu cause we had a third friend from her old school that I had never met in person, but she got played by a guy at her school. So Heaven had the idea for me to catfish him, so I'm like, say ye less, call me Karma. So boom, I get to pull in the Sammy fast one on dude. While I'm catfishing I lie and tell him some random school I go to or that I'm homeschooled it, but he like, what church you go to? WHYYYY. I say my real church, and it turns out we go to the same church, Chili. I kept catfishing him, but YK the point was heartbreak, so eventually I'm like, ya nigga, the girl you fell in love with? Not real. It was I. Boom. Face reveal. Why he was like, you fine, you don't need to be catfishing. Crickets. And then I told him it was karma, and then why we started talking. If you confused him just as confused as you caused Chili, some of this I'm remembering as I tell the story. But I don't remember any more details of this story. All I remember is at some point we stopped talking, I think. Or he might have just disappeared while we were talking. I really don't remember, but the next thing 2 years go by and I get a call, but I don't answer unknown numbers, so I text the number like, who dis? He say his name and I'm like, hold on, I only know one male by this name. He like, ick, if you remember me. I'm like, yeah, I do. So boom, we OTP catching up, and he was locked up for 2 years.
What?
I don't remember what for, but yeah, this was every time I've catfished someone in my life. Catfishing is some delulous shit, firsthand.
Why did I cheer? They catfished.
So this particular story time was from 8th grade, 2019. I was a new kid and was very pretty, hated, and my parents had money. Keep that in mind. I went to a new school because my parents got a new job in a new state. I was coming from Chicago to La. The first day of school I walked into class and of course eyes went on me and I had to introduce myself in front of the class. While I was speaking I was rudely interrupted by this one girl. We are just going to call her guinea pig. I was rudely interrupted by my guinea pig and she yelled out, we don't care who you are, etc., etc.
Damn.
Just speaking bad on me. Of course I was taught don't let anybody disrespect you. So I got back disrespectful with guinea pig and the teacher got into it and stopped us. So the next couple of days guinea pig would just mean mug me and whisper to her friends. When I meant no harm, I didn't do anything to her. A week after I arrived, it was her being weird with me again. I was fed up at this point, so I called my mom and let her know if anything happened it wasn't my fault. The girl was going around telling people she would beat me. So when I seen her, I ran up on her and, yeah, I did what I had to do. And didn't get suspended because they said she bothered people. And when they asked her why did she have an problem with me think about the my parents had money part, she said, because I had cute shoes and clothes and my parents always used to bring me food lunch break. And I had the iPhone and Jordans she wanted. No proof, so I just put a black picture on the files part.
That shit crazy. What the fuck? I like using AI, bro.
IGL Supah this loke exposing me too, so I'ma stay and on loudly crying. But like most catfishing stories, TS started on Discord. So I was in this Discord server for this game on Roblox called The Hood. It had like 100 plus PPL. But only a few of us were active, so we made a separate GC for just us. It was 11 people in total, but the only people important to the story are me and this dude called Q. So EVB in the GC was super close, and after some time we ended up showing our faces and we would do group VCS and everything. Eventually me and Q ended up getting TG. We were TG for about 2 months when another nigger in the GC told me he was telling them he was cheating on me or WTV. They didn't have no proof or nothing, so I decided I was gon' catfish him and see if he was gon' go. Idic why I did TSIG, I thought I was Udi or some loudly crying. Long story short, he was flirting back and stuff, but I was in denial and wanted more.
Niggas said they thought that was Udi. Like the YouTube channel that be trying to test relationships and shit.
Idic why I did TSIG, I thought I was Udi or some loudly crying. Long story short, he was flirting back and stuff, but I was in denial and wanted more proof, so I kept going with it for like a week. I had sent hella pics of the girl I was CF with, but he hadn't shown me him yet. The gag is when he finally sent a pic of him. And it was a completely different nigger than the one he showed me and the GC. I was gon' tell him immediately after he got caught, but like a day later he started being super sweet to me. Not the person I was CF as, but the actual me. And he was sending me money on Cash App for food and everything. So I was like, FCK it, I'ma let him keep sending the money. Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. Me and my sister did try to investigate using his older sister's Facebook CS. We knew both of their full names. And we found out a bunch of other lies he told. He told us his brother got shot, and we seen a post of him in perfectly good health, a few days after he lied on his sister page.
What?
But as far as his face, all we found was childhood pics, so it was hard to tell CS. Both dudes he sent were similar in complexion to the lil boy on his sister page. TBH, the lil boy didn't look like either of them, they were just all light-skinned, but that ain't definitive proof, so to this day I still DK if either of the dudes he sent was real. CSI never confronted him, and all this happened in 2021, so I don't have a lot of proof and none of us are active on Discord. No. More so idem.
So idem. I just wanted to share because I thought it was low-key funny.